members from the vehicle shooting into the crowds.
This is really dangerous to have, you know, a wild west shootout in a residential neighborhood. And here it is, my property's hit, my neighbor's properties are hit. Thank God there's been no other tragedy, any other loss of life.
Police recovered 129 shell casings at that scene.
Damn, Detroit acting bad.
2025. Just before 8 p.m., the Detroit Police Department received a call for shots fired near a park on the east side of the city. Investigators would later learn this was the location of a repast following a funeral.
So the funeral was just
Witnesses reported a burgundy Chrysler 300 drove by the repast, examining who all was in the crowd before opening fire with rifles.
No, that's crazy.
2 women were shot, 1 man was killed, and 129 shell casings would be recovered by police.
Stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Get some help.
we got him.
What's up, Tube? What's up, man? Oh, that don't hit like that. Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, bro, hey, bro, just come to Twitch, Twitch Blue Ride right here. Follow up. We're about to hit 200K. Please follow up and stuff like that. Come to the stream. If you don't watch streams, I didn't ask. Come to the streams and stuff like that. And then there's a gaming channel and a live channel. Come follow the live channel too. And then you can get back to your video and stuff like that. But just go ahead and do that and send the link down below. And go ahead and do that.
The amount of firepower going off by a playground was a clear indication that someone wanted someone else dead.
Hell yeah.
Investigators located 3 main areas with shell casings and believed this wasn't just a targeted attack, but a full-blown gunfight as members of the funeral shot back. Because of the large amount of casings left, it's believed some even used machine guns. 5 homes on that block were struck by gunfire. The 2 women that were shot were in their late 20s, and the man that was killed was identified as 26-year-old Daniel Avery, a father of 5. But in the streets of Detroit, he was known as the rapper Band Gang Boom. Band Gang is a group of rappers from the west side of Detroit. They've been making noise in the Detroit music scene since as far back as 2014, originating with 6 members. Biggs, Javar, AJ, Lonnie, Meso, and Will. The rap group was affiliated with an older gang in the city called TTO, short for the Takeover. TTO warred with a rival gang known as TNO, Trust No One. Smaller and younger gangs were
y'all gotta come up with different names, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, man. The Takeover. Trust No One. Like, well, come on, bro.
Luckily, he survived. As the original members began falling off with the music, Band Gang Boom, who went by the name The Godfather, was able to step into the spotlight as an up-and-coming member. Boom was no angel in the city though, and when news spread that he died, a series of posts of dead people would lead many to believe Boom was responsible for their deaths. One man specifically was Freaky from TMC, aka Too Much Cash. Freaky was killed in a triple shooting in June of 2019, his 2 friends surviving the attack. It's alleged Boom was the one who killed him, but apparently this had nothing to do with Boom getting shot, and it's believed Boom wasn't even the target. See, Boom was attending the funeral of 22-year-old Dion Davis, who was more commonly known as 5'6".
Right.
5'6" was rumored to have been killing a lot, and he was even indicted.
So that's why they came to his funeral. That's why they killed him, and then that's why they came to his funeral, because he was supposed to have bodies.
By the feds in 2021. He gone on Instagram Live taunting his ops with a switch. 5 days later, agents recovered the gun off him, stating he drew attention to himself after being involved in several shootings on Detroit's east side. The feds also established 5'6" was a member of the 700 gang. A troubled youth, 5'6" was only 17 when he and another teen were being chased by police after a string of robberies, and their getaway vehicle would crash into another, instantly killing a mother of 3, whose 3 kids and dog were inside of the car at the time.
God.
5 was shot up by his ops, and while Boom and the 2 females who were shot weren't direct targets, They knew what came with attending a killer's funeral.
Yeah, see, that's what I was about to say. Like, you can't do that, folks. You don't have to be an intended target. Usually the people who aren't intended targets are the ones who get shot. For whatever reason, I ain't never figured it out, but for whatever reason, that's how it seems like it always is. So, like, you gotta be aware of that, and you gotta know that, shorty. If you know this nigga was out here catching bodies, bro, I'm not going to his funeral. They got the funeral posted everywhere on the gram, all on Facebook. Everybody, the whole city know what a funeral at, what time, and all that shit. Man, no sirski, double oski, broski. I'm not going. You feel me? Bro, if that was my homie, and that's why I stopped going to funerals. I ain't been to a funeral. I went to a funeral in like 2018. That was like my great aunt funeral. But like, as far as like one of my homies, I probably only been in like 3 or 4. You know, I stopped going to funerals of niggas I knew and kicked it with and shit like that. Cause I'm like, gang, these bitches getting blicked up, folks. They getting blicked up. And if it's a fight going on, I'm cool, twin. You feel me? But especially if I know my homie. Pause. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Moolah Membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very, very, very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag. Was outside catching real bodies, gang? In real life, not on G, like, boy, I'm not going out there. Are you crazy?
And they weren't the only ones in attendance to the many victims of Detroit streets. Now, the second we hear of a funeral getting shot up, the first thing that comes to mind is Wooski.
Yeah.
In Chicago, when that funeral got hit up, that was major. That was, you know, and Wooski survived, but
he never been the same.
He never fully recovered, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To hear 129 shots went off at a funeral or a repast, whatever, it just shows you how far people are willing to take things.
Yeah.
If 5'6" was really out here spanking shit like they said he was, he put a lot of hate into people's hearts.
Yeah.
To the point that they'll pull up to a...
But my thing is, okay, so logically speaking, I get why people are doing it. They say, okay, this nigga was catching bodies. He was killing all my homies, all my friends, all my family. Might have killed my brother, my dad, whatever it is, whatever the case is. Then he got on Instagram and dissed them and talked about it. Whatever the case is, so, you know. But, so I'm going to go to their funeral, and I know they other homies that was with him killing my homies, I know they going to be there. So, see, that makes logical sense to me. But when it stopped making logical, because at the end of the day, it's a war, you know. So, but when it stopped being logical to me, is when you tell me that you blicking up crowds and you shooting old ladies and 20-year-old girls that ain't did nothing and a rapper that ain't did nothing. No, like, why you can't just pull up to the funeral, see if you see one of them other niggas that be killing people, right? And then just keep an eye on them, just keep tracking them. And then when he get in the car and pull off, he get to the red light. If that's what you want to do to him, do it to him, bro. But you're not supposed to blick up no whole goddamn funeral knowing there's people, grandmas here, aunties, cousins, nephews, babies, kids, all type of shit. Innocent people, like, folk, girls, like, it's just bogus as hell to me. If you gonna go get the nigga you in a war with, okay, fine. If y'all in a war, y'all declare war on each other, do what the fuck y'all gonna do. Just leave the innocent people the fuck out of it. That's all I ever be saying, bro.
Funeral and fire off indiscriminately at whoever's there. You know, when you die at a young age, like what, 22, your mother's there, your grandmother's there, your aunt, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters.
Right.
They're pulling up with switches, drakes,
rifles, yeah,
firing at everybody.
Like, damn,
that's a crazy amount of hate to have for someone that was only 22 years old. They put
that's
that
crazy.
Much damage on this earth.
Sound like the Detroit Lil Jeff.
That even after they died a violent death, their funeral got to get shot up too.
Yeah, like I don't get that, bro. Like that, and that's another thing. Like, folk, the nigga, okay, you got him. Y'all got him. It's his funeral. Fuck y'all. What y'all come back for? Then it sounds like you only people y'all hit was innocent people. Y'all ain't hit nobody else. Like, what the fuck? What is going on?
Hit man.
Put this bitch back like I'm double heaven. Hold up, triple deuces. Put this bitch up, we got all the juices. Hold up, speak to heaven. Eat that by my mama.